James here with Arrow Hiking. Come along with me as I spend 2 days in torrential rain hiking in the Australian Alps. I'm going to be going for a 3.5 hour trail run, making amazing espresso in the morning and experiencing one of my most cozy camps that I've ever had. Every single hike I go on has scrub. It's like I'm cursed. Welcome to another episode out at Mount Baw in a new spot than last time. This is so beautiful, check it out. Had to bushwhack through all of this. And then I got all of this to myself. Let's get set up. Locust gear happy today. I got the tarp to go with it. I mean, it looks like it's on a 45-degree angle, but that's not actually that bad. So I might just tuck it into the corner here and see how we go. Full inner this time, maximum comfort. Let's set up bed, get everything sorted. At the moment it's April, so we've just finished summer, heading into spring. Usually there's not that much snow, but this time last week or 2 weeks ago, there actually got a bit of snowfall here. I was planning to come out to this exact spot and do it, but I got sick. I was so devastated because that would have been the first snow of the year. Anyway, let's get sleep set up. I got the Thermarest Neowear. This one is just phenomenal. I love this thing. Let's set it up. There we go. And then we're in the fringe season, so I've retired my summer pad for the year. That was the One Planet one. Now I'm rocking my quilt, and this is good to well into the minus temperatures, so I think I'll be very comfy. What do you reckon, head this end or that end? I'm kind of thinking that end. Watch out! Nearly got you. Perfect, look at that. It's getting a bit cold already. So much fog, it looks sick. I gotta turn you around. See that fog rolling through? Let's get some warm clothes on. Grid fleece today, no Alpha Direct. Just feeling like it, really. Just like that, I'm a ninja. I think I'll set the tarp up later, just because there's no point setting it up now. The views are amazing. I mainly brought it for the rain later, so I'll probably set it up for overnight. I brought a table and chair with me so I can have full comfort. Alright, I think it's about time for early dinner or first dinner. I got a bit of reception here, so check it out. Got the footy going, got my little table with all my stuff going. Oh my god. This is going to be such a sick night. It is Melbourne versus Gold Coast, so I hope Melbourne win because I'm living in Melbourne at the moment. I don't care, sue me. It's like half this competition is Melbourne. Alright, let's get some, I think I got a soup, so let's get some soup on, and then I can just chill, warm up my hands, because the temperature's dropping quite quickly, actually. This is like a rocket. Is that boiled? No way. There's no way that's boiled already. I just put it on. Did you see that? I knew these things were efficient. I didn't know like 30 seconds efficient. That's hot, man. Melbourne got a goal and my water boiled. That was the best 30 seconds ever. What the heck? It doesn't make sense. Yeah, that's like boiling. If you're looking for a stove, get the wind burner. That was so far. You saw that. I didn't even stop recording. That was like 30 seconds. What the heck? It's got like these fins underneath. And it's like a radiant burner. So that I've never boiled water that fast. That's crazy. What the heck? Okay, game's finished. Melbourne won. Get in there, lad. Alright, I put the tarp up. Looks like this. It's really cozy, actually, because I can, like, just sit in. We'll show you. I'll sit in here. And if it's raining or whatever, it's like a little vestibule. How cool is that? So, oh my god, there's just so much room in here. Look at this. Man. Alright. So dinner, there's two options because I'm staying here for 2 nights. So I can either have vegetable curry laksa or I can have Mexican chili beef. Alright, I want you to have a guess on what I'm going to have. Which one is it going to be? 3, 2, 1. Chili beef. This is what we're going to do, lad. Every time I bring this, usually I'm like, dude, there's no way I'm eating chili. It's going to suck. But today, I'm feeling chili. I'm going to regret it tomorrow, but we'll see how we go. My gosh, man. Look at this. The tent here. Everything is just mega foggy now. It's like a spooky forest or something. Mexican chili beef. 375 mils of water. Simmer for 5 minutes. Allow to rest for 2. Chop that in. Let's not spill it everywhere. Genius. Leave that off. Put this on. I brought so many luxuries with me on this trip just because the hike-in was 3.5 Ks. So that's why I got a chair, I got a table, I got this wicked wind burner thing. Because like you've seen on some other camps where everything's just as light as possible because I'm hiking like mad distance. But for trips like this, like I'm having an espresso tomorrow. It's gonna be wicked. So I don't think I need to like worry about going ultralight when I've got like a base camp, you know? This thing actually feels like a rocket jet. Jet rocket. a rocket from a jet. It's putting out so much heat. I might actually just use this instead of like the canister and ultralight pot, because even though it weighs significantly more, it is just so useful. These stripe meals, if you're in Australia, buy stripe meals. They're just the best. That's really good. That's ready, and that's really good. Can you see that? That's what it looks like. Just chili beef. Mexican. The rice actually rehydrated really well, which I'm surprised at, because normally you leave it for like half an hour, it'll still be crunchy. But I guess that's because these are dehydrated and the other ones are normally freeze-dried, so maybe there's something else going on here. Alright, I'm going to finish dinner, I'll bring you back. Alright, I've packed everything up. Dinner was awesome. I've put the chairs and everything, you can't really see, but I've packed everything up and it's just sitting there with my shoes and stuff. There we go. I think I might leave the door open, but I think I might just zip this up. That way I'll get a bit of airflow, because there's no forecast of rain or anything, and now I can just chill in here. And then I can turn this stuff sack around and that's going to be my other pillow. Perfect. Okay. Got my head pillow, cuddle pillow. I don't know what's going on here. There we go. And then I can clip in, and that's me for the night. Am I sliding down? Yes. I think I'm gonna have to put my backpack or something underneath my feet. Otherwise, I'm sliding all the way down tonight. That's a problem for me, not a problem for you. So I'll see you in the morning. That was a very slippery night. But it was like the quietest night I've ever had. There wasn't a breeze, didn't hear any animals, not even birds or bats or anything. It was just so still. It was really peaceful. Apart from the fact that I kept sliding and nearly knocking out the centre pole all night. But I was expecting to wake up with the tent pancaked and just everything flattened, but it didn't happen, which is good. So now, it's like 7:30, it's pretty early. I'm just going to chill, enjoy this view for a bit, and then I'm going to get coffee and breakfast on. the rain's finally died down. I got about half a day of rain before it comes back in again. So I've packed up everything. I've chucked my running vest on. I'm going to go for a mountain run. I'm not sure how long it's going to be. I'm not sure exactly where I'm going to go. Well, I know I'm going to head to the Mount Borbor Alpine Village. That's going to be the loop, and then we'll see where else I go. I'm keen to check out all the other campsites as well. The first thing I need to get through is all of this scrub, so I got my jacket on. And then, yeah, we'll see how we go. So, let's start this thing. Let's get it going. Water's locked and loaded. We're good to go running. Back on the trail as well. I reckon this place would get so much snow in winter. The signposts are so high. I'm definitely going to come back here and do a snow camp. Oh, you can see my tent from here. This must be Rock Shelter. This is also where the junction is. This is so cool. Bunch of campsites here as well. Let's have a look around. This would be a lovely spot for like lunch. This must be the shelter. That's really cool. If I was staying with a group, I think I'd love to camp here. I had my breakfast right on top of the rocks. Alright, let's see how long it is to the shelter. 4 Ks back to the car park. 5 Ks. Camp saddle, sick. Alright, 5 Ks, let's get it done. Trail looks so beautiful. This is cool. That A-frame house looks wicked. I do wonder if anything's open. I'm pretty keen to get a snack or something. But either way, this is really cool. I'm so excited to come back here in winter, man. I found my next investment. Not this. This thing, look at it. Oh my god. Dude, I'd drive that to work every day. So I think everything's closed, which I'm not surprised about. Just disappointed. Because I was actually like thinking about it, and I was like, oh yeah, like fill up a flask with Coke and have like a sausage roll or something. But nah, because there's no one here. What's the point of having anything open? Although it is a mountain bike track in the non-snowy season. But what are you gonna do? Man, I'm definitely gonna be coming back here in winter and doing some snow sports and camping. Oof. That's mainly what I'm doing here actually, is just scouting it out. I do not like going on winter trips and stuff without first checking out the area when it's not snowy, just so I can get a lay of the land and understand how long everything is and get some bearings and stuff like that, which I think is pretty smart. So halfway through the run, and that's 6 kilometers, which is alright. Been going for an hour 22. Just straight road running. 6 Ks is like 40 minutes. This is more fun though. Don't you just hate it when you're getting back into the swing of it and then you realise you haven't started your watch after the break. Man, that is such an annoying feature. Anyway, we're coming up to the summit of Mount Baw, I think, which will be pretty fun. So then technically it's all downhill from there. All the way down there is where I had lunch, or at least a snack. It's not the biggest ski resort, but it's close to Melbourne. So it's like really accessible just to go for a day, or just a real nice little place to chill without having to drive like 5-6 hours or whatever. Alright, back to the junction. That's the loop done. I got a bit lost there, so it took a bit longer than I had to. All Trails wanted me to take this random like mountain bike only path, which was a bit whack, but I managed to find my way. Now it's just going to be a race, 3Ks back to the tent before the afternoon rains come in. They are forecasted to come in at any stage, so I just got to keep a good pace, keep it moving, and hopefully I can get back without getting drenched, and I can have some lunch. That was fun. Let's get some fresh socks on so I can stay nice and warm. Okay, how long was that? Like 3.5 hours? About 13 kilometers. Happy with that. Now I can relax. Beat the rain, which is sick. And it looks like everything in the tent, sleeping bag and everything is all dry. So everything is all good from when I left. I'm glad the tent is still here. Wow. So many bugs up there now. Look at that. Gross. It's rained a little bit, so those afternoon showers did come in, but it's not as heavy as I thought it was, but we'll see. Anyway, I'm a bit hungry now, so I'm going to have some lunch. I just got some rice and a little bit of seaweed, so I'm just going to chuck this all in. I'm going to put this all in like this, put some water, and then just boil it in the bag. Should be pretty easy. Hazelnut latte. Sweet. Cheers, guys. I think this is one of the coziest camps I've been on. Got a bit of a break in the rain, so I'm stretching my legs. Man, Easter Monday footy is going off. We got Geelong versus Hawthorn. Neck and neck, 3/4 time. I got just enough battery to watch it. I'm so stoked. I can't believe all the stars aligned. Got reception here, got battery. So sick. I don't know who to go for. I've always loved Geelong because they're just historically a team that would never be out of it. Like, they'd always come back no matter how far down they were. But then Hawthorn has a really good pub. So I don't know which team to go for. I'm just watching this because it's a good match. I don't really have an investment in who wins. They're both cool teams. getting a bit foggy again. I think this is kind of like the calm before the storm, because it's going to be raining basically all night and then all morning as well. So I'm going to be hiking out in the rain as well. But it's pretty cozy. It's pretty nice. The tent's holding up, no leaks whatsoever. I'll show you the tarp, because the tarp is doing such a wicked job where I can just like sit up the front. It stops all of the water just falling straight in, because the way it's designed, you can see that it's wider at the bottom than at the top, obviously. So when you have everything open, water just falls straight in. But this stops it, so it's absolutely perfect in times like this. And then when you don't need it, you can just take it off. It only weighs a couple 100 grams. It's so sick. I'll show you how it works, actually. It's just like the top cap, and then they come down and hook on the same peg. So I got 3 hooks here. One's for the inner, and then the main one, and then this line here. And then what I did originally was I had this line was down there, but the water, there was like a gap and the water would come through, so I just extended that out and used a spare couple pegs. Got my cup collecting water, and that's awesome. And then what I might do as well is just lower this when I go to bed, just so that it's a bit more wind resistant and a bit more protection. But this is the coziest setup. There's so much, look how much space is in here, man. So cozy. I moved the sleeping pad to the other side because I didn't want to knock out the pole while I was sleeping, so that's working a bit better. This tent is just absolutely phenomenal. This is the tent, man. All right, let's go chill back inside and watch the last quarter of this match. All right, it's about 7 at night. Footy was awesome. Hawthorn got up by a point. It was one of the best matches I've seen in a while. So glad I got to watch that. Tonight, there's going to be light to moderate winds, but I'm in a really sheltered spot, so I was a little bit nervous, but I think just because I'm literally in all of the trees and I got a good little pitch, I think I'm going to be fine. The wind should either break from all the trees or it should just howl over the top of me. At the moment, they're 13 kilometers, 22 gusts, and they'll peak at about 3 a.m., 30 kilometers, but 50k gusts. Honestly, I don't think I might wake up to it, but that might be it. I think I'll just hear it and it'll be annoying more than anything. The thing that's going to get me, though, is the rain is due to come in from about 1 a.m., and then it's going to go all the way through, and then it's going to really pick up at about 10 a.m. So I'm going to have an early escape tomorrow morning. I'll probably get up with sunrise and then head out at about 7, 8 a.m. so I can get to the car before the big downpour. Pretty chill. It's going to be a good cozy little night. I put some guy lines around this side where I'm sleeping to just kind of pull the tent out so it doesn't really touch the inner, to stop all the condensation and stuff, but bring you back if there's anything crazy during the night. But it'll probably just be rain or something, and then yeah, I'll see you in the morning ready for a early wake up. How did you get inside? You're actual massive. What the heck? You were inside. What? I had the best dream that I was at Subway ordering like the mega footlong. Like always, leave no trace. Let's get out of here. And that's the end of another arrow hiking adventure. If you like this one and wanted to see more of my tent, click this video somewhere here and it'll be a deep dive into Dyneema, locust skier, and what makes the locust skier happy so unique. See you in the next one.